What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is my brand new chibi model. I absolutely adore this little thing. It took me months to get a hold of this, and finally it's here, and I'm going to enjoy it to the best of my ability. Now, pretty soon, I will be allowing the Twitch integrated throwing system onto this model. I will possibly be working on that today. But I know I'm late to the party, but this is a death battle that I've been really interested in because this is my childhood here that we are going to be watching. I loved Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I had decks for both the card games, and I watched all through the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime except for, I think, Arc V or something like that. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ooh. This is going to be an interesting one.
Ash
This is the
Ketchum
finale.
versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
Okay,
their
so
weapons, armor,
Crocodile,
and skills to find
Lucario.
out who would win a death battle.
They have a lot of the good ones. Some of his strongest.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad
let's see.
Mushroom, for helping us
30
make it happen.
minutes.
Yeah,
Goodness.
go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions
Okay.
and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this Survivor-like game now. And
All right.
15% off for a limited
Cool.
time.
If you want that, go check it out.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10.
Yeah?
If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Yeah.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well,
He's
Ash knew he'd
4'7".
find his answers
Jeez.
at the Pokemon League
Or Tom
tournament.
Pokedex.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And
Yep.
wait, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25
Yep.
seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash
Okay.
is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight,
Yep.
Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground
Yeah.
types that would be immune to
It's
electric
crazy.
attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu
Yeah.
learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so
That's
clearly
awesome.
the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But
Yep,
somehow
made thunder
they used
armor.
thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack
Yeah.
increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great
Oof.
philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Wait, that's
Ash
Papa
and Pikachu's
Fighters.
bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty,
That was so
Brock,
cool.
Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's
Yeah.
Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID
Yeah.
won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water
Yep.
types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types
Yeah.
like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's
Yeah.
what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a frickin' Latios. You my man a
Yeah,
win,
I know.
4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get
That
me
was
heated.
rough.
Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll
Yeah,
set my
that's the
Inferno
real
to
goat.
Overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching
The
the top
puns are
ASAP,
out of this world.
but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs,
Yeah.
Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard
Yeah.
came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's
Yeah.
elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong,
Okay.
his flamethrower melts
Let me see. While Solar Beam explodes on impact, it explosively absorbs sunlight for its beam. And in episode 31, Diglett is said to pull its head underground faster than light speed. Okay, so they're using that as a
boulders.
way to categorize
the
it.
Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells
Yeah,
it
that
out.
kid would have
Vanillix
disintegrated
causes
immediately
blizzards.
touching that
Magikarp
Magcargo.
leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu
Yeah.
cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With
Yep.
new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco
Aw.
Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton.
Yeah.
And this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot.
Ooh.
Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime
Yep.
back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime. The stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal
Yep.
excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough
Oh,
to defeat
yeah.
champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash
Oh, yeah.
accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys. But boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just
Yeah.
turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize
Yep.
their senses and movements,
That's the
transforming
real
him
goat
into
right there.
Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran
That's
the ones with
still a
Champion Diantha's
very
Mega
annoying
Gardevoir.
moment
And
right
just
there.
a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and
Yep.
Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does
Yeah.
Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired.
Yeah.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is
Yep.
a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel
Yeah.
is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god. a legendary
Yep.
Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
Yeah, he
In
did.
fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally
Yeah.
controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with
Don't
Pikachu,
think
so
so.
it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced
Yep.
the #1 trainer. Finally,
Leon.
finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Poor kids isn't around,
Ash
whatever.
did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch
Yep.
to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked away it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Gotta love it. Love the way that the show ended.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
Okay.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quint stuff for ages, so we know it's
Okay.
legit.
Quince makes it easy to look sharp, feel
Pretty
good,
cool.
and find
Hey, look at
gifts
that
that
doggy.
last. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats,
Yeah,
Quince
not
pieces
really
are crafted
interested
from
in
premium
fashion.
materials and built to hold up without the luxury markup.
Nice!
Don't wait. Go to Quince.
Here's the code if you want it.
Battle for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/deathbattle.
Pretty cool for those who like fashion, but that's not me. I don't like fashion.
Many
that
a
way.
theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What
Yep.
was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel.
Millennium
the divine
objects.
hand. Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz.
Yep.
They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said
Yep.
the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yes, he did.
Oh, turn that jam up. Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami.
Yep.
Always willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime
Yeah.
jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that
Oof.
would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and
Yep.
take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi
Yep.
knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how. Playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or
Yes, he
cheat
was.
against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions
he
of
can.
being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality,
Yeah.
moves barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's
Yep.
retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends
Yep.
Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and
Yep.
Yami were ready for anything.
Because
It was
Yugi
a
had
great
a
thing
great
to
early
watch
deck.
in the earlier
Monsters for
ones.
offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh,
Yep.
and Exodi. Oh,
Oh,
there they
yeah,
go.
never
Okay,
mind.
if
No
Yugi's deck
Exodia.
is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His
That was a really great reference. There was one time where a dude literally brought in an entire sleeve of cards, like an entire thing that they had to carry in with like 2 people. And then they just had to like make the regulation and being like, yeah, you're gonna have to make it to where your cards are down to like 60 now. Like 60 is the high end. 40 is like the minimum. Which is a crazy thing to think about because if you just brought in that giant thing and you're the opponent and you have like a 60 card deck and you're looking at this ginormous thing back there, the game's gonna take forever.
L works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible
Let's
cards.
see.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about
He's
the
getting his
three
Dark
blue
Magicians.
eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his
Exodia.
dome?
He
Simple.
didn't have
Summon the
Exodia
monster card
anymore.
Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's
Oh my
breath is
gosh.
a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull
Yeah.
shoots bolts of lightning. And the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local
Yeah.
area of time, turning
But
monsters to
he
infants
doesn't
or
have Time
wizards
Wizard
into
anymore.
wise
He gave that
sages.
to Joey.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand. Dark
Oh, wait,
Magician
wait.
and his
What was that?
apprentice, Dark Magician
It was the
Girl.
thing that said
Wizards
he
in the
gave it to
wild.
Joey. Yugi gave Time Wizard to Joey, but has used it in his deck, such as in the novel Automatic Giant. Okay. Okay, so he summoned another card to the field. He planned to draw out Kaiba's trump card from the Time Wizard card. A dazed-looking magician appeared, raising his magic wand, Time Magic.
Sages.
Speaking
Okay.
of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are
That was my
masters of
favorite
dark
deck to
magic, and
run.
Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches
Yep.
other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait,
Yeah.
that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yeah.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
Yeah.
Things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just
Ooh.
press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Yeah.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah,
Yeah.
they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not
Yeah.
just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist
Yeah.
getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this
Yeah.
power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba.
Kaiba.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Yes, he
Salt
did.
Only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who
Yep.
wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon,
Yep.
Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or
Yeah.
stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels.
I mean, Joey did
pulling
need
off
to
some
get his butt
ridiculously
kicked a
high
good
IQ
bit for him to
plays.
realize
When
that
battling
dueling was
Slifer,
supposed to
they
be
used a
serious.
handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks.
Yeah,
that
he
went
came
past
with
the
an
god's
infinite
limits.
And
loop.
later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
Yep.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda
Yeah.
crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity
Yeah.
field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to blow
Several feats use holographic monsters, but these monsters and their abilities become real with alteration through Millennium items. KA, BA, the Dual Disc version 3, etc., making such feats applicable. Okay, so that's pretty simple
existence
then.
into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who
So if
Yami
the monsters
really
are able to
is.
do
If the monsters
anything
weren't real
to
before, they sure
Ash,
were now.
then
Everyone has soul energy.
it's
Ba,
possible
which
that this
manifests
could be
as
over.
Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time!
Yeah.
He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the
Okay.
Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who
Ooh.
banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment
Okay,
had
so a
passed.
multiversal
Across many
monster.
duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both
Okay.
climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem
Yep.
was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay,
Yep.
it should have been me, not him.
It was very
I'm sorry
nice.
I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists.
Yep.
He would be remembered
He
as
passed
the
it to
greatest
Jaden.
duelist there ever
It
was.
was a great one.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you,
Yeah.
money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be
Yeah.
another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
I love this analysis so much, with emphasis on the,
Battle of
cards
the
and
Millennium is
everything.
about to start, but
And
we wouldn't
their
be able to make it
3Ds.
happen without some help from our
3D
friends at
one?
Raycon.
Oh my god.
That's right. This message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday
Dude,
gift,
they got triple
Raycon's
sponsored
essential
on
over-ear
this.
earbuds should be at the top
It's
of your
crazy.
list.
Regular earbuds block out everything, but these
they put a
beauties sit
lot
so
of budget
perfectly
into
in the
this
ear,
one.
You get both real clear sound and also what's happening around you. Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower
Raycons don't
racing
seem like they'd be
or
a bad thing to
bike
go for, though.
riding.
December 15th.
There's the code if
guaranteed
you want
delivery
it.
By Christmas, because
And-
great gifts shouldn't show up late.
Let's get into this. I really want to
All
see
right,
this
the
battle.
combatants
I
are
have
set,
been
and
dodging
we've run the data
spoilers for
through
the
all
past few
possibilities.
days.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're
Okay,
treating this
good.
as a real-time fight, much like typical
Okay.
battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that
Okay.
the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll
Okay.
allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's
All
time
right.
to death battle!
Anything that's reasonably available. This is going to be an interesting one. I still think... Oh, that's a cool little reference. I still think that, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go against my goat Ash here. I'm gonna go with Yugi for this one. I love Ash.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You
All
have
right.
Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Alright. Dude, this is so cool.
Now, Thunderbolt!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
Uh-oh.
Dimension Space!
He used that pretty early. Good job, Crocodile.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
He gets the Tauros.
Charizard, I choose you!
All right. Charizard is crazy. Dude, this is cinema. Darkest Lariat. Good job. Ooh. So Galeo? Dude, he's getting the literal god of the sun. Slifer. Oh my gosh. Is this Gengar? It is Gengar. That is cool. What the? Ah, come on. Greninja! There's a goat.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Uh-oh. Come on.
I just need to believe.
He's gonna draw the ritual. Monster Reborn plus them. Dark burning magic, I'm assuming.
Who's that Pokemon?
Araxi, goddess of light.
Yeah, this is over.
Magicians, flash burning magic. Araxi, Joser.
Come on. Dude, this is absolutely nuts. Swords of Revealing Light. Oh my gosh. I knew it.
Pikachu, let's finish this together.
Wait. Is he gonna get it?
10 million
Oh my gosh. Is the Ash actually gonna win for once?
You activated my trap card.
Magic Cylinder!
With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your
Oh my gosh. How are we doing this? He won. I knew it. I knew Yugi was gonna win.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
That was great. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm riding on the hype the entire
my
thing.
Childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so
Aw.
let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters.
Okay,
Starting
let's
with
do this.
experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best,
Yep.
and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often.
Yes,
and
he did.
despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long.
Yeah.
Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable
Yeah.
to grow like
Okay.
Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled
Yeah.
at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the
Yep.
same goes for Yugi.
Yeah.
Now remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both
Yep.
could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting
Yep.
your power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's
Yeah.
trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The
Yes,
heart of
he
the cards
is.
is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods.
Yes, he
With
did.
Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And
Yeah.
specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And
Yeah.
since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light
Yeah,
and
he
Magic
could.
Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make
Okay.
shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds.
Yeah.
If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi
All
had a
right.
slightly larger pool
This
of
is
monsters,
the part that
but Ashes
that got
can clear
away.
out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even
Yeah.
the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And
Jeez.
Hirati created Yu-Gi-Oh's
Yeah.
whole multiverse.
I saw
surpassing
this
even
multiverse
Soleil's
thing here,
Sunsteel
it was
Strike
over.
And Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario,
Yeah.
no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't
No,
carry
he didn't.
revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can,
Yep.
bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really,
Yeah.
Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his
Yeah.
monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner
Oh,
is Yugi
man.
Moto.
This fight is absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching. So we'll be back with even more death battles. Stay tuned
Death Battle
for
will
Death
be back
Battle
in 2026.
2026.
But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
All right, cool. There's nothing. There's literally nothing left. Ah, come on. I wanted some kind of teaser as to what's coming in the next Death Battle season. Oh, nonetheless, I am not surprised. If this was going to be a straight up brawl between Yugi and Ash, potentially there was a chance that Ash could have potentially won, but not with the ready available bits of their arsenal and making the monsters be able to be real. Yeah, there is no chance Ash is winning against that, especially not a multiverse level being. His highest, if you can count Solgaleo, is up to universe level at most. Oh boy. Alright. Well, anyways, guys, hope you all had a great time watching this. I will be reacting to more death battles, and if you want me to react to a specific one, leave a comment down below and I will get to it. As always, guys, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and see you later.